In the verdant foothills of the Himalayas, where whispers of ancient wisdom still echo through the monasteries and temples, there lived a young monk named Jivan. Jivan, whose name meant life in the ancient tongue, was a diligent seeker of enlightenment, spending his days in meditation, study, and service. However, amidst his spiritual pursuits, his mind was often clouded by thoughts of Maya, a childhood friend who had chosen a different path, immersing herself in the material world beyond the monastery's serene confines. One day, unable to find peace, Jivan approached his wise teacher, Guru Ananda, and asked, "Master, why is it that Maya is always on my mind? Does she think of me as well? How can I free myself from these chains of attachment and find true liberation?" Guru Ananda, known for his profound insight and compassionate heart, smiled gently at Jivan's turmoil. "Come, sit with me," he beckoned, leading Jivan to the monastery's garden, where the air was filled with the scent of jasmine and the tranquil sound of a babbling brook. "Jivan," Guru Ananda began, his voice as calm as the still waters of a mountain lake, "your question is like a seed that contains within it the essence of all human suffering and longing, the desire to be loved and to belong. But remember, the Buddha taught us about anicca, the impermanence of all things. Just as the seasons change and the leaves fall from the trees, so too do our thoughts and emotions come and go." He paused, allowing his words to sink in, then continued, "You ask if Maya thinks of you. This question arises from your attachment and your ego's desire to be important in someone else's mind. But whether she does or doesn't is beyond your control and irrelevant to your path to enlightenment. What matters is how you respond to these thoughts and what you choose to focus on." Guru Ananda picked up a handful of soil from the garden, letting it slowly trickle through his fingers. "Just like these grains of soil, your thoughts of Maya are fleeting. They arise, they exist, and then they fade away. It is your attachment to these thoughts that causes suffering. Observe them, acknowledge them, but do not cling to them. Let them go as effortlessly as these grains of soil fall to the ground." Jivan listened intently, his heart beginning to understand the lesson his teacher imparted. "But how, Master? How do I let go?" he inquired, the earnestness in his voice reflecting his deep desire to learn. Guru Ananda smiled warmly, his eyes reflecting the wisdom of ages. "By practicing mindfulness and compassion, whenever thoughts of Maya arise, observe them without judgment, as you would watch clouds passing in the sky. Then, redirect your focus to your breath, to the present moment, where true life exists, and in this awareness cultivate compassion, not just for Maya, wherever she may be, but for all beings, recognizing that we are all interconnected in the web of life. In doing so," Guru Ananda concluded, "you will find that the person who occupies your mind is not an external entity, but the reflection of your inner self, seeking recognition and love. Love yourself, Jivan, and in loving yourself, you free yourself from the chains of attachment, opening your heart to the boundless compassion of the Buddha." As the sun set behind the mountains, casting a golden glow over the monastery, Jivan felt a profound sense of peace wash over him. He realized that the journey to enlightenment was not about escaping from the world or the thoughts that haunted him, but about embracing them with awareness, compassion, and detachment. And so Jivan continued on his path, his heart lighter and his mind clearer, understanding that the true journey was within, and that by letting go of attachment and practicing compassion, he would find the liberation he saw.